The Monkees box set, the old Coke, and a plan to redesign Fairport.
All made news this week and decades past on Rochester's first TV station. Here's News 8 Now's Dave McKinley with News 8 Then.
10 years ago this week, when the space probe Galileo was making its descent toward Jupiter, local Jewish leader Rabbi Judea Miller died at age 64. Protesters marred the walls of the county social services office to demonstrate against a proposal to start fingerprinting welfare recipients, and the Monkees released what was at the time the largest video box set of all time, 21 cassettes containing all 58 episodes of their long-ago TV show. But as I recall, they didn't cover any of those stories. They had something far more important to attend to. And if you'll indulge me a moment more, long enough to say publicly, I've not for a moment regretted the bliss which began for me personally this week in 1995. 20 years ago this week.
Now, you might ask, are we trying to camouflage a failure?
Well, of course, they said no, but just 2 months after flushing their century-old formula to introduce new Coke, and after 2 months of underwhelming response, Coca-Cola decided to give consumers the best of both worlds.
The new taste will stay, the old taste will come back as Coke Classic.
Oh, and they also brought out Cherry Coke this week in 1985. 30 years ago this week, when the Trotters were running at Batavia Downs, but the workers were on strike, you could still drive downtown and see a variety of stores offering a variety of goods and services, like this one on State Street. And 3 decades later, I've yet to figure out just how do you get one of those things to go. I mean, is it like, I don't know, takeout or something? I'm just wondering is all. 40 years ago this week, the Monroe County Republican Party held a pep rally to introduce its slate of candidates for the fall elections. This week's pop quiz, where is this being held? It's kind of a tough one, I'll grant you, so as you look around, I will tell you, it was in the ballroom of a former downtown hotel, one of the most famous in the history of our city, really. Here's another hint. The hotel is no longer operating, but the structure still stands as an office building today. Meanwhile, village leaders in Fairport were pondering an extreme makeover, an urban renewal plan which would have demolished many of the downtown structures for something more like this. Well, we know now that this plan was rejected and that Fairport maintains much of the historic character it had in the days of News 8 Then.
This is News 8 Now.
Here's the answer to this week's News 8 Then pop quiz.
We asked if you recognize the Grand Ballroom from the former downtown hotel seen here. It's been a long time, but this is the Powers Hotel. It was a place many visiting dignitaries stayed for decades. Today, what was the Powers Hotel is now the Executive Office Building at the corner of May and Fitzhugh downtown.